Get ready with me, but for each step, I'm gonna tell you a very random fact about me. First up is foundation. This isn't always, but most of the time I am very shy. It's definitely situational for me, but there are times where I'll be in a crowd and I'm like, everyone probably thinks I'm so weird because I just like can't get my words out because I just feel so awkward. I definitely would say I've gotten a lot less shy in the last few years. Step 2 is bronzer. I've talked about this before, but I had psoriasis literally on my whole entire body at one point. What I didn't tell you is that every week I had to go to a dermatologist. I almost forgot what the dermatologist was called. I had to get fully undressed and just stand in front of this huge machine. First time I ever did that, I almost passed out and a nurse had to catch me. Just everything out. They gave me a juice box and made me go home. Now we have blush. I told you guys these are very random facts. The first time that I ever pecked a boy, it was like on my street. I remember just like sitting there like stalling for literally 20 minutes, and then I just like did it and I ran back to my house and he didn't have a ride, so I left him out there by himself. Like, this is my first time using the Charlotte Tilbury blush in Rosy Glow, and wow. Concealer. I grew up in LA and the first time I went to the club was 16 years old. 8 years later, and I don't really go to the club anymore. Time for powder. I don't know if this is a fact or red flag. I just don't like anyone that much, but I've never dated anyone for over a year, which is kind of crazy. Now we have bronzer. I started modeling at 17 years old when I was still in high school. Brinky's Bikinis found me on Instagram. I started shooting for them, and then I got scouted by Wilhelmina, and yeah, been modeling ever since. Although I grew up in LA, I moved here when I was 10 years old from a little town outside of Chicago called Rockford, Illinois. I just figured out that Trisha Paytas lived there at the same time that I lived there. We have a very big family and a lot of them are still there. All right, we're gonna keep this fact very quick. A few years ago, I dated kind of a guy that was 17 years older than me. Not gonna do that again. Mascara. One of the first times I ever went out of the country for a photo shoot by myself. I woke up in the middle of the night to a rat in my room on top of my closet. It was the scariest thing in my life. That same trip, I found a scorpion in my room. Last, we're just gonna do a little lip combo. Growing up, modeling, doing this was never really like a goal of mine until I turned 17 and I got scouted. I was always planning on going to college. In my senior year, I started modeling and literally was gone so much. Like, I could not do both. So I skipped college and decided to do modeling instead. A year after I graduated, COVID happened. I just decided to go to school online, but I don't know. Keeping the makeup like so minimal today. I'm so tired. Those are my fun facts. Let me know if you guys want part 2. Love you guys.